This is a front view of Lowry Pueblo. Gives you an idea of how large this is. Understand that the first level of this was underground and that they have filled ground in to protect some of the walls that you'll see. Lowry Pueblo was believed to have had approximately 40 rooms, and you'll start to see as we pull up here on top the structure of those rooms. Again, remember that one story of this building was underground. How they ever dug that in this rock, I'll never know. One thing we noticed that was different from the pueblos that we saw at Mesa Verde is that they appeared to have developed some sort of a concrete that held the rocks together. The little opening you just saw there in the bottom of the picture would have been the passageway from one room to the other. And again, remember that they have filled in dirt into this to protect it. Not sure why they put the roof over this portion, but it obviously is protecting it from the weather. If you look at the holes in the wall to the left there, those are believed to be where the beams were that supported the upper level of this building. Here are some of the, you see the larger walls here, and inside of this, according to one of the signs, there were murals painted on the inside walls. Now you see some of the entryways, this again being the front of the building. I'm going to go inside here, which you can do, you just can't climb on the walls. And as you can see, that opening, because they've filled in with the dirt, is slightly smaller than me, and I have to get down on my knees and crawl through that, but to give you an idea of the inside of it, it was worth crawling through. Right here you can see what looks like the concrete that they were using to hold these rocks together. Not sure what it's comprised of. You can see the commanding view that they had of the landscape from, and imagine another story on top of where I'm standing. Gives you an idea of the view out there. I think these openings were into the main part, which is under the metal cover that they've erected. This building has been restored by the Field Museum in Chicago, Field Museum of Natural History. It's a place I spent a lot of my weekends when I lived in Chicago. There's so much history here. In the probably hour that Diane and I were here, it's impossible to absorb it. It can be easily researched under Canyon of the Ancients on the internet. I'm going to stop the video here for a minute and let you read what it is that this might have looked like. We'll resume the video here with a view of the Grand Kiva. From what I could read, this was the center of all tribal activity, whether it be religious ceremonies or political meetings. And as you go around here, you're going to see that the entrance to this thing is very small, and yet the building itself would have been huge. That's the entrance straight across. Just how the interior of this was constructed or assembled, I'm not sure whether this area to the left here was some sort of altar or that. We just don't have enough information about that. And again, when you only spend about an hour here, there's probably weeks worth of study that could go in behind each of these. I hope that these videos give an idea of the complexity of these structures and the fact that these structures were built back around the turn of about 500 AD, and they were abandoned not until well into the 13th century. There you see the small entry into that. I would not fit down there. Even sideways, I'm not sure I would fit down that entryway. And as Diane noted, the steps were very, very small, so very small feet. As we go along, we're going to visit several more of these sites. We'll create videos of them. We hope they're informative. We hope you get a sense of the wonder of this and the part of our history that we don't often get to see. We are going to try to visit a wall just over the Utah border that supposedly is almost a quarter mile long, that is covered with petroglyphs. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that video.